Oh, right, all right, all right. It's everybody's favorite map. It is Nile Delta. Whenever I see this one and I get it, I'm like, F. Flip the table. But I want to show this game to you because there's a little bit of an exploit that goes on in this game near the end of the game. Oh, that is the wrong island for Teal to be dropping, I believe. Yeah. F. Teal's like, oh, this is the main island. This is kind of nice. Realizes now that he is in a predicament and is going to have to reset himself. That's actually going to set him behind significantly. Green and blue from their team are over on the correct island, and it looks like Chunky Maglets. Good luck, have fun. I do love this about Chunky Magnets. He's a very wholesome individual. His squad is looking to start a TC farm, an island over on this side. And I think they're going to be significantly better off if Yellow just drops his TC before Teal does. This is actually a good spot for TC to be constructed. Come on, Yellow, you have nothing else to do. The speed at which you are able to produce a TC on any kind of nomad map is essential. Even if you're not getting the absolute best resources possible, if you want to walk like all the way down to say over here to get a perfect spot with the most food as possible, you're going to be 4 or 5 villagers behind to somebody who is in a weaker spot but is continuously producing villagers. I am going to speed this up because I know how long of a game this is. Everybody on this map often goes for fish. I highly recommend that you do go for fish. And I think there's a couple of really, really good civs for this. I think Dravidians, I think Italians, I think any water civ like Vikings is also really, really good. You also get handcart with Vikings for free and can be very, 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 very powerful in the later stages. Handcart as well, yada yada blah blah, who cares, Bob's your uncle, and a whole bunch of stuff just going on. Polls in general is also just freaking sickening, if I do say so myself, because you can make those farms if you do ever get pushed off of fish. As feudal goes up, I would not be surprised to see a whole bunch of water battlings. Water battlings is going on. Blue looks like he's going to lose all of his fish, and like I mentioned before, let's just take a quick look at Teal and how Teal is doing overall. 19 villagers, some of the least villagers in comparison to his team and the opponent's team, who are all on 24. Only 2 fishing ships out in comparison to other people's 4, 3, and 2. 9 from red? Are you kidding me? The Vietnamese player is a boom, 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 boomer. If you can just control the water, and this is why I think this map is not particularly fun, you're at a huge advantage in comparison to your opponent. Now, there's something to be said about fire ships, and there's something to be said about galleys. The plus side of galleys, if you get a huge number, you can kind of micro them away from the fire ship and you can get some really, really good engages. However, I am very bad at micro, so I would always opt for fire ships on these kind of maps. But these are going to go down before anything even happens. Also, you need to get a whole bunch of upgrades on these galleys. For example, you need to get fletching, you need to get Bach and Arrow. But once again, if you get a big number of these guys out, which it looks like purple is doing, it can be quite favorable. Now realizing is teal, blue, and green that they are losing the water, so they are opting to get horse collar. They are opting to go into farms. If you have full water control and you are all on one side, there is no way that your enemy can get to you anymore. Oh, yellow should definitely be calling over for his teammate. He is. The ships are falling one by one. Huzzah, huzzah. You can also see that I have been listening way too much to the Saints been marching in. Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. Due to my little daughter. Oh, that is something that I do. I definitely don't want to have small galleys individually. Going to take down most of these castles. And I think Ooh, going for demo ships could be big if you can get some big hits in there, but I think these demo ships are going to be blown up before, yeah, they ever get to engage. That is unfortunate. Going for heavy demo and trying to get back onto the water could be huge. What is this? What are those? What are those? I completely missed this drop. I like this drop in a lot of ways because you've kind of lost water and now you're forcing your opponents to invest into land as absolutely everything is dying to these Slavic boyars from blue. But the amount of food eco that they have is tremendous. All they really need to do is get a whole bunch of pikemen out and then go to imp and tread this down, and they should be able to do so as they are now destroying every single dock that green, teal, and blue possess. Emperor in a Bucket still desperately trying to construct more and more boyar, which is going to be annoying for a small period of time. But now the pikemen are out, and another castle, very nice castle drop over here that ranges a lot of the wood. Can this be denied? I'm going to go with denied. This cannot be denied at this point. Supposedly, according to General Apathy, sorry, not General Apathy, according to Chunky, this game went on for 2 hours, so I'm going to be primarily looking at this at 8 times speed. A whole bunch of pikemans in defense against this boyar. The boyar will come in, they get cleaned up, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. A whole bunch of range. Ooh, galley upgrade, very nice. Making sure that they are not on the shoreline at all is yellow, making sure that every single dock has been taken out. Blue, for whatever reason, has a whole bunch of houses over here. Those are also going to be taken down. Imperial Age is going to be reached, and now this is going to eventually be pushed back. Can blue push faster? I'm going to go with no. He has to push against 3 opponents, whereas purple, red, and yellow only have to push against blue. They still have that fishing eco, 17 ships, 10 ships, and no ship. Are these trade cogs? No, they're fire ships. I think that yellow should have definitely invested more, since they do have full water control, into more fishing ships. Going to convert all of these scorpions, that is hilarious, and then the scorpions are going to be used against. Wow, doesn't get any of them? Does he get any of them? Wow, unlucky with the conversions. There is Puzzle Box. Definitely would have liked to have seen 1 or 2 more conversions. Dig dang diggity dang doom. And this is actually going to become a problem for our heroes. I don't pick sides. Blue is evil. Emperor in a Bucket. Actually, I've played against Emperor in a Bucket, and he's quite a formidable opponent, to say the least. And these boyar are just going to stream right through into the pikemen. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. Boyar do relatively well against pikemen, but not against this many pikemen. How many is this? Click. Ah! Rage! Rage! 25 pikemen. That's quite a good number of pikemen. Is blue just going to solo this for his freaking squad? I promise you an exploit. No exploit is to be had. There's still transport ships that are alive that could potentially transport more stuff over. If Teal also join... Never mind. Never mind. Desperately trying to get up docks, which I think is a good idea. Even putting a whole bunch of towers, I think you just gotta get chemistry, and you gotta get yourself some cannon galleons to just take down everything that they're going to be throwing at you. Blue is doing a fantastic job pushing this, but finally, yellow, purple, and red have invested into enough military to clean this up, and the trebs are coming down, and now this is going to be pushed all the way back, is my prediction. But what do I know? Green is going back on the waters. A lot to keep track of over here. While you're running around, can he get some conversions? Does get 1, gets another. Yada yada yada. Gonna raid the back of the eco, but there's castles everywhere. That's going to be annoying, but it is going to be chased down eventually by drunken Viper, drunk Viper over here, going to clear up these Boyar, and these villagers can simply be reproduced. Green getting onto water is actually a much bigger deal. Reaching Imperial Age is green, and that is quite a formidable force of fires. I really like what teal, green, and blue did in this situation. They had blue going onto land very, very heavily, making everybody go into land on the red, purple, and yellow side, and now they went back onto water. You often see this in pro games in which they find some opportunity by means of going for the opposite that their opponent is going for. If your opponent is going land, go water. If your opponent is going water, you get the basic idea. These are also not doing a whole... Oh, that villager staying alive might be big, but I think he's going to get taken down eventually. Wait, why did all of these transports show up empty? I do not fully understand. I guess we'll never know. They're even taking the neutral islands at this point. You know, it's never bad to have some extra wood. Is every single piece of wood going to run out in this game? It is very much so possible. Also, one of the reasons why I flipping hate higher player count games, because they just tend to go on forever. Could you imagine playing, oh, the demo ships, bada boom. Oh, get one big one in there. Oh no, that's his ally. Never mind. Procaster, everybody, Procaster. I know exactly what I am doing over here. This is why everybody loves Nile Delta so much. I think this is going to just get cleared up by the elephants and whatnot. Yeah, it does eventually. And didn't he have some rams or some trebs over here? Yeah, the trebs are going to do work. Teal is actually over here as well, trying to go for a sneaky transport somehow, some way. Sure, that's fine. And I think Chunky Magnets is at this point going to do the secret exploit that I talked about before, where they are planning to convert transport ships to make their opponents lose pop forever. Even adding trade. Now, if you are in water control, what you can actually do that is better than trade is to go for fish trade. Fish trade is actually better. Fish trade. Trading ships are you know, that good old fish trade, you know, that fish woman out there going, hey, have a fish, have a fish. Everybody have a fish, have a fish. Also, I don't think it's a bad idea if you do have water control to actually just fish more. There is so much flippin' food on this map. It is ridiculous. Going for Portuguese might actually also be a legitimate strategy on Nile Delta if you do manage to go into the super post-Imperial Age. Look at this. Fast fire ships, no trade cogs. I want to see trade cogs already. Trade cogs are key. Blue did actually go for a singular trade cog, although I cannot see it because I'm going at 8 times speed, because this is flippin' ridiculous. Nobody cares about water. It's boring and not entertaining. And there's one island player out there who's like, unsubscribe. I love water. Water is the best thing that ever happened. And you know what? Respect. Play the game how you want to play the game. I personally think water fighting and water combat is some of the most boring stuff that there is in Age of Empires. It's just this constant and then even if you win water, what does it do for you, right? Well, then you can push the land. Yeah, okay, but why aren't we just pushing the land to begin with? And if you win the land, then you win the game. So, whole bunch of heavy demos from green, and now actual push might be surmounting from green, teal, and blue. Look at the amount of castles that they have on the shoreline. Absolutely ridiculous. Also, Slavs, just in general, with their unique tech, is able to just drop down so many castles. This tech might actually be slightly OP, especially in longer situations. Here come the conversions. This is what I was talking about before. Chunky Magnets is going to be trying to convert himself a transport ship with population in it. Who's winning this game? I don't even know. Triggered. I'm triggered over here. I'm casting a freaking Islands game at this point. Nile Delta. Best map. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, he deletes it. Oh, it gets deleted. Oh, if he got that conversion, that would have been the exploit right there. Chunky Magnets is trying so freaking hard to do this. And man, oh my, oh me. Do I hate... Did I mention that I hate water battles before? They're wonderful. Has every single... Oh my god, even going for the stone wall so that no boardings can occur anymore. You're going to stonewall off the entire island. Chunky Magnets. This is ridiculous. Yellow has a lot of dead pop in these Cavaliers. These Cavalier can't do anything useful unless they get transported over. Infinite gold and all wood appears to be out. I would not be surprised if the wood price at this point was ridiculous. Yeah, there's still a couple. Well, technically, there's still 80 plus 100 plus 35 plus we get over here. There's still 39 in here and 7, big 7 in there. So if you add those all up, there's actually still a lot of wood on the map, Poop Lord. I don't know what you're on about. No, there's no map. There's no map wood. There's no more wood on the map anymore. People are actually going over to these neutral islands just to collect additional wood. That's how dire the wood situation is. Will this game ever end? Will Poop Lord be here for the rest of his life? Or will 8 times speed actually make a difference? Oh, I lied. There's still like one tree over here with no more wood in it. Oh my god. I would have flipped the table like 4 times already in this game. I would have just been like, yeah, I'm good. You guys have fun. You guys have fun. I am not playing this anymore. We either win it in Imperial Age or Castle Age or freaking Feudal Age, for crying out loud. But in this kind of game mode in Nile Delta, there's always a way to come back. Now, is there a trade cog? Can we freaking get some trade cogs going on? It's much better than... I guess the water is just too contested and not safe enough. Cannon galleons over here. I'm gonna just have a sip of my drink. Fish traps are being constructed. I think you just kind of go to the bottom area over here. I think that's better than fish traps. Also, those fish traps are definitely not safe, to say the least. Monk defense. What is this game? I felt like red, yellow, and purple had this game a long time ago, but now we're just in this terrible, terrible stalemate of constantly pushing back and forth. The trade is... Wait, what? Did he just delete all of his docks? I don't fully understand. It looked like a like a flip the table, I'm done with this. Now he's constructing additional docks for whatever reason. I have no idea. Somebody must have been saying to Chunky, don't resign yet. We got this. We almost have the score lead. Oh, God. God forgive me for things I don't understand. There is 0 wood on this flippin' island. Oh man. Back in the day, I had to cast these games at 2 times speed, and it was horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. Thankfully, nowadays, I have 8 times speed. And I would love to see the freaking exploit. He's been trying so desperately with these monks to get a boarding conversion. And honestly, they can just sit back and relax and just wait till the enemy comes over. Oh, there it is. There is the first boarding party coming onto the island with just scouts from the Teuton player, clearing up all of those monks. Nice job. Pikeman now being sent, Halberdier now being sent to clear that up. And Chunky is going to try and convert one of these flipping scout cavalry ships. If he possibly can. Blue even bringing monks, and it is a slow push to victory for them, or is it? I have no idea anymore. I really don't know. I think you just kind of push this with all the helps that you got, but then again, there's so many ships and whatnot. Pull my hair out. Why am I casting these kind of games? It's a good thing that I love you guys, but my goodness, no! The amount of gold lost due to freaking scout cavalry from a Teuton player is hilarious. Can he please just convert this one boat? Yes! 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 They're captives! Now he has to hide this somewhere where nobody can find it. I think actually putting it into this corner over here would be the best spot for this to go. Oh, that's hilarious. The captives are real. It's a freaking 2-hour game, but we have been rewarded with this beautiful, beautiful ship. Can I control group this if I like go away now? Nope. Nope. I cannot. Ah! Zoom in, zoom out. Ooh, zoom out more. I didn't know I could do that. I can do that with 1, 2, 3. That is cool. This is more entertaining to me than the game at this point. That's how much I freaking hate post-imperial nonsense. 10 of Blue's Pop is actually captured in this flipping ship. Monks are being converted back and forth. The paladins really want to come over. This reminds me of that MBL game where monks are converting monks and it's like vololo, 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 vololo. It's just deleting the cannon guys because it doesn't want to deal with it anymore. Oh my god. Who is even winning this game at this point? Oh, thank God they resigned. You played 2 hours to lose like this. Chunky magnets with 153 monks to get 10 scout cavalry in post-imperial age from the Teuton player. I don't think I've seen more beautiful things. This is one of those exploits that is very, very, very situational. But with that, regardless of score, regardless of what happened, don't let your memes just be dreams. Keep walking. Oh, I guess I should show the statistics. Some people really like the statistics. Again, the statistics. Cool, 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 cool. Wow, wow, wow. Crazy. Oh my God. Wow. Amazing. Whoa. Whoa. Look at all those colors. And with that, Poop Lord out.